main story this morning is an exclusive interview with the headmaster of the school, in which he reveals plans for a new subject. We asked the headmaster what changes he was planning to make to our school next year.
I think one of the big changes that's going to happen in the senior school is that we're introducing a new subject at year 7, and that subject is music. So all year 7 children next year will have music on their timetable, 2 periods of music. And as the years go by, music will grow through the school. So the following year, it'll be year 8 and year 7. And the year after that, year 9, year 8, year 7. So it's something that the school has wanted to do for a long time, and I'm very glad that this will be happening from September 2017.
Why did you decide to add music to the curriculum?
Yes, I think that there was a need for another creative, expressive subject.
Next up is a special report on the introduction of a new subject into the school curriculum this year. We asked the assistant head teacher for Key Stage 4 why we launched the PSHE program.
So we introduced PSHE because we're a British school and it's part of the British national curriculum. And also there are so many things in life that you need to know about, like drugs and relationships and alcohol and many other themes. So it really teaches you life skills.
Then we went out into the classrooms and asked pupils what they thought of the program.
PSHE is a very important subject to us teenagers now because it contributes to our problems and helps us solve them.
PSHE is an interesting subject because we get to learn about things we don't learn in class, such as sex education and drugs,
in detail.
It's getting too repetitive and we're not learning the subjects that we should be learning at our age.
It's benefited the way I generally live my school life.
I don't judge the way I did, and everything's just like changed. And
I think PSHE is really important because you can learn more about yourself and you can learn about stuff that isn't covered in the normal lessons. But I think we should have more time on PSHE.
I think it's sometimes nice, but we shouldn't do it in form because it's boring and I want to talk with my friends.
I think PSHE is important for life skills, but we don't have enough time and form to do it.
So why did the school decide to do most of the PSHE in form? We asked Ms. Kutakis, assistant head teacher for Key Stage 3, to explain why.
Because it is a time of the morning when everybody comes together, and because form is probably one of the most important parts of the day, even though pupils don't realize the significance of form. It sets the tone for the day, it puts you in a specific mood, and it's actually wonderful in smaller groups to be able to discuss things that maybe in larger classes people would not feel as comfortable.
This year we saw a tightening up of the uniform laws with tougher penalties for offenders and zero tolerance policy. As the uniform has always been a contentious issue, we decided to ask the opinions of those who have to wear it.
I think that they should have more hoodies. Like, we should have a non-school uniform day during the week.
I think the school uniform helps in bringing equality.
Customize it to suit our own tastes.
I think it's too plain. I mean, it needs some color, something.
Also, when you run or like get hot, all the heat is like trapped in your legs, and like you can't breathe.
I think the school uniform is great, but with skirts it would be even better.
After 10th grade at least, they should let them wear their own clothes.
I think that it's not a way to express yourself in school.
Like, every single part of it, I hate it.
School uniform makes things easier choosing clothes in the morning, but it has really ugly colors.
I would like them to be like skirts for the girls and like to make the uniform more formal.
I would like if you could add a little more color to them.
And try and make the PE kits a bit more sporty.
people don't make fun of what you wear, and nobody can say, oh, my clothes are better than yours.
But I think it's a little rather dull since you wear the same kind of clothes every day.
Sometimes it would be just nicer to be able to wear something from our own clothes together with the school uniform.
I prefer that maybe girl can have skirts or something like that.
I find that the school uniform is very expensive.
Basically, why do we all need to wear the same thing when we're all unique and different?
Oh.
But school life is not all about work and uniforms. There are a number of school clubs operating at lunchtimes. But why should we join these clubs? Is it not more relaxing to be out on the playing ground during breaks? We asked Mr. Courts, assistant head for Key Stage 5 and experienced university advisor, whether belonging to clubs had any real value.
First of all, I think it's really important to become involved in clubs because it makes you a more interesting person and it allows you to just experiment and explore all sorts of different things. So you're not just coming to school to do history and maths and science and stuff like that. School becomes more about the grades that you get, and it becomes about the experiences that you can have. And I think that also is important because then when you're leaving school and you're applying for university, it is a way for you to show them that you are an interesting person who has lots of different activities in their lives, and you're not someone who just studies and doesn't do anything else.
So we sent our reporters to find out what some of these clubs are all about.
In the archaeology club, we learn about Greek archaeology, and we joined a project entitled Adopt an Ancient Theatre.
I've been in contact with the Council of Vouliagmeni, and they're going to put us on their mailing list because we want to adopt Kavouri Beach and go down and keep it clean, and our school would be responsible every few months going down and keeping it clean.
It's a very versatile club, so it really does depend on whatever the students want to do and also what we have at a certain moment in time. Right now we're actually doing the tables and we're painting them to make them look pretty for the school.
We're kind of doing it to
help out,
build up confidence for students, and obviously help out and make them more passionate about art.
And also just have fun, because the art club is something, it's a place where you need to have fun, enjoy, and express yourself.
One of the highlights of the school year and the major sporting event is the annual London Sports Day, which took place recently. Our sports reporters were on the spot.
Welcome.
What do you think of Sports Day?
I think it's really a great opportunity for you guys to get out there and show your potential and just enjoy it. That's the main thing, isn't it?
I think it's excellent, great team spirit, all the teams playing well together. It's a wonderful day and great weather today.
I think it's a nice opportunity to see the kids in action.
It's very nice for our parents, for us as parents, to see them and come to the school and be with them on such a day.
What do you do to help?
So we help the children fulfill their potential in the games, and we try to encourage them to do even better.
How does it feel to be a house captain?
It feels great because all my hard work has gone to use, and it's nice to be there for the children.
And so we have a very enthusiastic crowd, and they're all enjoying the participation, and they're actually doing very well. We already had a broken record in high jump.
I'm enjoying very much sport days. It's really fun.
I'm enjoying the sports day today.
It's the coolest day ever.
I'm enjoying sports day, and I think it's really cool.
So Sports Day has been amazing!
Other exciting events coming up include, of course, exams. As we all know, exams are a busy and stressful time. We asked some of our pupils how they coped with revising and exam stress.
I read my notes. I stay up so late to study.
For exams, I just kind of read out loud everything that we've done.
I choose a heading, and if it's not a question, I turn it into a question. I read the chapter, and then I answer the question.
Listen in class all year long so I can remember.
Also maybe research on the internet a little.
What I do is I find a person that doesn't know the subject, like a parent or an older sibling, a younger sibling, and I basically teach the subject to them. I revise for writing it over again and again.
Prepare a little test and have my friends do it so I could see their answers.
So I make revision notes in different colors that help me memorize facts usually and numbers.
Start studying way before the exams, like 1 month before the exams.
I do gap fills.
I make acronyms and I read all my notes.
I make revision cards and they have the key information.
And I do stuff again and again until I know everything.
And I deal with stress by eating.
I focus on what I'm studying in order to know everything quite well and not have any stress.
I eat coconut and drink a bottle of lemonade.
I usually chew gum or use a stress ball. Hi.
It's just a thing you need to overcome.
If I feel nervous, I will go to play video games. I don't get stressed.
To keep it in the sweet spot that it sort of boosts you.
We also asked our school exam officer, Miss Merritt, for her expert advice on being prepared for exams.
I'm sure that people have given you lots of advice about revision and how to prepare yourselves, but I think three very important pieces of advice, very simple advice that everybody can follow is 1, to know what time the exam starts, 2, to know where the exam is, and 3, to have all the right equipment for the exam.
Finally, in the name of equality, we decided to ask the opinions of a minority group at St. Mary's, who rarely get a chance to voice their opinions.
What do you think of the school uniform, Grace? Is it comfortable? Tom, how about you? Do you like the school uniform?
Grace, how do you study for exams?
Tom, how do you cope with exam stress? And you, Patch?
Grace, what are your ambitions for the future?
Thank you for joining us on BBC School Report.